you didn't, you're not happy with the person from inside versus the person that show up every day. Since when?
Well, I think I had a relationship that broke down. It was quite an intoxicating relationship. It was quite intense. And when it failed, it was on and off. It was push and pull. There was problems on both sides. But when it failed, I went back to, I was in work, but I couldn't function. My body started to tell me that things weren't right. And I eventually got to the point where I was at work but I couldn't do work. It's called presenteeism. There's a word for it. So I'm at work, I'm present, but I'm not functioning right. So for example, I was quite sharp. I've got a good mind. I can read quickly. I can absorb things. So I'd pick up a piece of paper. I'd read what was on that piece of paper. I'd put it down, and I couldn't tell you what was written on that piece of paper. I would sit there at my screen, wasting time. I would show up to the meetings. I would say some of the right things, but my mind was not in the room. And then I was physically very exhausted. So I'd get home and I'd feel dead and not really be able to feel things. For example, I'm still in touch with her. I had a good friend. She was getting married, and up until the night before, I wanted to go to her wedding, but I couldn't make it. I couldn't find the stuff in me to just get out of the house and get on a train and go. And so those things, I wasn't right. And somebody helped me. Somebody externally said, I don't know what is happening with you, but you're not yourself. And he said, he's my managing director of my workplace. You're not who you normally are. I don't know what you are. You need to go and find out and then come back and tell me. So what a brief. And I phoned an ex-girlfriend's mother, who was a very kindly and loving woman. And she said, I think I know who you need to talk to, and I'm going to put you in touch with somebody who's a counsellor, who's a therapist. And so I was sitting with a very elderly lady. She must have been in her 80s. And she was excellent. And she listened to me, and we talked about how the problem was probably not the failed relationship. The problem was probably somewhere deeper and within, about my view on the world, about my upbringing, about how I behaved and those patterns of behavior. So that was my first of 7 or 8 different therapies I have tried in my life. And it brought me back from a very peculiar edge to go, actually, hang on, you do have some agency, you have some choice, you have a little bit of control, you've got options, you've got things that you can do here with your reframing your mind about how you view the world around you.